And here we go. All right. Hey there, everybody. How y'all doing? Yeah, gonna do another. Thank you for everybody for joining for me. We're having another around 30. I know I used to do these all the freaking time, but I ran out of people. But I met this great special guest, Prime Dynamixx. Man, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining me and doing this little round 30 thing with me, man.
Hey, appreciate you for having me on, man. I've been good, man. It's been a good weekend. San Francisco's weather is all over the place. We have lots of floods, but just trying to stay dry.
Nice, very nice. Yeah, I was on Prom's show last weekend. Definitely go check it out. Now I put his YouTube channel and his Instagram in the description. Definitely go check that out and everything. Really good dude. Let's see, MC DJ ACDC. Thank you so much for stopping. And Kato, man, thank you as always. Raziel, man, good friends of mine, man. Thank y'all so much for stopping by and everything. So, like I said, around 30. If you don't know what this is, basically it's just a get to know people, get to know reviewers, YouTubers, just any collectors and everything. Just ask 10 questions. Nothing really personal. Just try to get their where they come from and how they got in collecting and all that stuff and everything. So, first thing we'll ask a question is, how did you get your name and how long have you been doing this and why did you? Well, just answer the first one. Sorry, I did 3 questions. Just answer the first one question. Sorry. So, how did you get your name and everything?
How did I get my name? Well, like I said, I'm really big on AI. So, as you know, I work in AI. So, I asked my chat GPT to create me a name. So, I told him about myself and how I like Transformers. And I said, I need something crazy. Give me something good. And it gave me a list of names like War Prime and all these other weird kind of porn names. And I was like, nah, that's too much. So
porn names.
So yeah. So Prime Dynamixx was in there, but it was already kind of taken by somebody who wasn't even using the account. So that's why you got the 2 X's. So it's nothing nasty or freaky.
Oh,
it's just why I got the extra X on there. So
you should have had another X, man. Triple X.
Nah, I don't need that. So happily married. Yeah, so that's how I got my name. It was basically generated through chat.
Okay.
And I used to do like lives on TikTok, and they were becoming too much as far as having a lot of people in and trying to get everybody to be heard. So I switched over to YouTube and kind of met some really cool Transformer guys, and we came up with the TF committee initially while I was on paternity leave. And once that ended, we kind of went our own ways, but we're still kind of together. And then that's how we formed the Marauders. So the Marauders are, like basically brand new. So you were on the second show that we ever did.
Yeah.
So so that's how I got it, man. But it's been super great, just learning about other people and getting in the community, meeting people like yourselves, and it's just been awesome.
Awesome, nice, very nice. So let me ask go kind of that question is so. Why did you start your channel? I mean, I know it's because for the love of Transformers, but why did you, just sitting around? Because I sat around like 10 years ago, like I could do that. I'll try that. So why did you start your channel and everything?
So to me, it was just to get out there and meet the community. I was seeing other people on YouTube and how much they were having fun with it, and like I said, it was just to meet Transformer collectors like myself, because I don't really have too many friends in the group. All my friends are either sports like me and you were talking like after live. So I can't talk to them about it. And my coworkers don't like it. So, what I'm saying? I was like, let me go ahead and meet the community and get the face out there and, just try to, become a trustworthy guy within the community. And then I had a store. So I had TF Basement. And then that was another reason why I kind of went into it, kind of was selling toys at retail and stuff. But it became too hard to go against Target and Walmart, and I was getting product late, so I kind of stopped. And then I did another one, which is Prime Dynamixx, which is available now. It's just mainly to get rid of most of my mainline collection, because I was a box collector. This wall used to be all boxes.
Oh, really? Okay.
Never opened, so I just decided to keep it going, and then podcasting just become fun, just talking Transformers like with you, and that's pretty much where it started, just for fun and just to meet cool people out there. So met a lot of great people.
So yours, okay. I wasn't going to ask this, but so you, I may be a really good, cool topic to talk about. You said you were a box collector. Does it give you the same feeling to be a box collector as then like you have it now with all your stuff open behind you and everything? What makes you be a box collector?
So I think most box collectors, if they want to admit it or not, is because some of it's the value of the toy, so you don't want to open it.
Okay.
So a lot of toys I set on, like Skywarp's Amazon, special release with the Siege Seeker.
Yeah. Oh, the third. Yeah. Okay.
Very hard to find. A lot of
Yeah.
people got it. I got mine
Mhm.
for $49, and then now he's worth between that 150 to 200. So I was like, ooh, there's
Gotcha.
value here.
Yeah.
I wasn't planning on selling it, but then I was like, man, not really enjoying the toys.
Mhm.
And then I met the Committee brothers, and then I started buying third party. I only bought one, which was the Star Toys Blitzwing. And when I bought that,
Okay.
I was supposed to quit. And then I was like, oh, I kind of like
You can't
this
never
one.
quit. Come on now.
And then as you see,
Yeah.
all of the fan toys, X-Transbots, and all those guys started appearing in my house. And I was like, I want to display these. So I started buying shelves and start opening my stuff and starting enjoying it. It's been the best feeling ever since.
Nice, very nice. So you found third party. Thank God for third party, because if it wasn't for third party, it would be a lot of holes in everything. Giggity. But yeah, that's cool. So yeah, I thought that would be a pretty cool topic to what kind of collector are you, everything. So I may do that later on. But anyways, all right. So who is your favorite Transformer character, and and why is he or she your favorite character? Why did you choose that one?
To me, it's Cyclonus. I'm a big fan of him. I really like the character. I like how heroic he can be and how intelligent he is, even though he puts up with Galvatron's nonsense. I just think he's very well put together as far as what you want to see out of a Decepticon. And if he was the actual leader, I think they would have some type of promise, and he probably could broker a deal to where the Autobots and the Decepticons could get along. I just think he has a lot of layers to him, that makes him cool. I love the way he looks, and I love the jet mode. He's just a very fine-tuned Decepticon. He's one of my favorites.
Okay, so who turned into Cyclonus?
You know what? I used to be a big believer of Bombshell being Cyclonus. Okay. Until I heard Flint Dille out of his own mouth say, no, it's Skywarp, and then so I put that to rest. So now
I think it's Skywarp too. I mean, because just the way the character was from Skywarp, I think it kind of transcended into Cyclonus too as well. But some people will fight, it was Bombshell. And I don't, I really don't care. I just since you said that Cyclonus was your favorite, I thought that'd be a bigger question was which one do you think is, that turned into Cyclonus and everything?
Some people think it's a mixture of both. So
it could be.
It's possible.
It could be. It's possible. That's a good point too. For everything. Thank y'all so much for people coming in, man. Thank y'all so much and everything. So all right, so that's cool, man. Yeah, no, I don't think anybody's ever said Cyclonus as their favorite.
No, that's my dude right there.
Nice. I mean, how many Cyclonus do you have? What's that?
I think we're having a little bit of technical difficulties. Can
you hear me? No, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Oh man.
Was that me or you?
Can y'all hear us? I don't know. Can you hear? I can hear you. I was hearing you the whole time.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear me now?
Tap dance. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Okay. Sorry. No, I thought everything's going through. I heard you. I was like, and I heard you say that. So I think it might have been on your end, but I think I still heard everything you were talking. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, good. Because now, back in the day, I have a new computer and everything. So back in the day, when I was doing around 30, it was always a given that something was going to happen. I would, drop out or something like that. So once you said that, I was like, oh crap, don't do that. I was like, no, I have a new computer. It can't happen like now. So, I would ask you is like, how many Cyclones do you have? I mean, do you collect everything that has, Cyclones like I do, Starscream and everything?
Nah, I got two. I got one that's mainline, that's from the Kingdom set, and then I have the X-Transbots one. I thought that was a better look to him over the Fan Toys version.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, both of them were good. I mean, both of them really good. So and everything. Yeah. Manu asked me, asking which Cyclonus. What do you mean, which Cyclonus, Manu? But anyway, okay. But yeah, so I hope everybody can hear me. I hope everybody can hear me. We're good and everything. What's your favorite Transformer? Mine is Starscream. I'll answer questions after this once I get done with all this stuff. So if anybody got any questions, we'll ask at the end and everything. We'll do that and everything. But Starscream is my favorite character. Next question is, do you like ice cream, and what is your favorite flavor of ice cream?
Ooh,
I know I love ice cream. It's a weird question. I ask some weird stuff sometimes. So
I love ice cream, but if I was a betting man, I would say it's going to be cookie dough. That's my joint right there.
My wife
I can eat that until I get sick.
My wife loves a cookie. Yeah, it's okay. Chocolate is just my favorite, and I know it's just normal and everything, but a lot of people say chocolate and everything Rocky Road. A lot of people say Rocky Road too sometimes as well. So
I can't do Rocky Road. That's gross. I've seen a pamper that looks like that, so I'm all
gross.
right.
But it's like I think it's got the marshmallow thing that's really just turned. I don't know. It's just
Yeah,
weird when you're chewing on it. Like you're not supposed to chew ice cream, I don't think. So it's just like when you
yeah.
throw it into. Like I know it was a weird question, I know, but sometimes I ask those weird questions.
Nah,
Chocolate
no
chip's a good
problem.
one. Chocolate chip's a good one. That's a nice one too as well. Anyways, okay. So moving on, we'll ask some Transformer stuff. Your favorite Transformer line, like G1, Prime, animated.
Ooh.
What is your favorite? What is your like go to like the best storyline going on and everything? What is your favorite Transformer line as
Well,
far as
as far as
cartoons?
cartoon, is
Yeah.
definitely G1.
Okay.
Born in '79, so I was 5 when it aired.
Yeah.
Caught me off guard because this was before VCRs, so I didn't
Wow.
know what this was. This was even coming.
Yeah.
Sitting there doing my homework, and there you go, Transformers. I saw a truck, a man turn into a truck, well, robot turn into a truck, and I was
Yeah.
hooked. Ran into the kitchen, begged my mom, "Hey, I gotta watch this, please. Just give me
Yeah.
30 minutes, and I'll get back to homework." She agreed. I think I blinked like 2 times during the whole episode,
Man,
and was stuck. But far as like the toy line, I don't know if that was part of the question, but
that could be. That could be. Yeah.
man, I'm gonna say Siege. I'm gonna give it to Siege. Only
That's
reason
a good
why,
one.
because it got me back into collecting. Because initially, when
Yeah.
Walmart released the retro lines, I think it was
Yeah.
Devastator, the Optimus Prime, I was supposed to quit.
Hmm.
And then seeing the Siege line, I was like, man, that looks so close to the G1 figures that I had as a kid. So I got
Yeah.
into that, and here I am. So it's definitely G1 for me.
Nice. War for Cybertron was a good one. I think they took a leaps and bounds over
Yeah,
with, especially with articulation, and some of the materials and everything, and the look up them and everything.
yeah.
I always have, I don't think that's probably the best line ever, but
Oh
RID,
no.
RID, RID got me back
Yeah.
into Transformers.
Mhm.
So it kind of holds a special place in my heart, with that RD line, which was a good line. It was, it
Yeah.
has a good some Transformer lines, and Armada really kickstarted me back into it. Really was finding
Nice.
Starscream at Walmart and everything. So,
Yeah. Shout out to Alpha Pack. See you in there, brother. That's one of the
oh, what's up,
community
Albert? Thank
brothers.
you so much for stopping by, man. See, was a
Oh,
game changer. Yeah, I think it was. I think with especially with articulation, the materials,
yeah.
and the look of them. I think that really, when they started, I think. Oh man, when they showed like Sideswipe, I think, and everything,
Yeah.
and some of the war thing. Now a lot of people didn't like the battle damage, which I liked it. I thought it was, it was kind of, but I thought it was pretty cool. It
Well,
added
I
something
wasn't a
to
big fan. On some of them it worked, but the War Love Stains, they should have just
it.
they could have
Yeah,
went without.
sometimes, yeah, sometimes they kind of cheated out. Like it was like in one, like a one area, and then
Mhm.
it was nowhere else. It's just like it was like on the bumper, and it's like, really, Hasbro, come on now. But I kind of
Hey,
liked it. It was
what can you
okay.
do?
It was all right. So yeah, I think Siege was a good one, and Earthrise was as well. And I think that whole War for Cybertron, I think what they've done since then has been. So I've always wondered what could they do to make it even better, because the costs are going up.
Right.
So what is it that they could do that would do something different from what they're doing? I mean, I know they're adding characters from different lines like animated and all that stuff. And so what do you think they could do to bump up their game from Siege
Well,
or War of Cybertron?
for me, the line that they are missing is the rebirth, which is the last 3
Oh,
episodes of Transformers. I wish they would just
okay.
go ahead and start from start to finish, getting us the return of Optimus Prime,
Hmm.
having some of the red figures from the Plague. That would be a nice touch to get some of those
Oh,
figures.
yeah.
Finish out the Throttle Bots and anybody
Okay.
who made an appearance in that line. I say just go for it, and give us all of the figures that we want from that line to complete. Now I know a lot of those have been out for a while, but we all need upgrades and stop making figures that wasn't supposed to be headmasters in that line.
Oh,
They're
time
target
return.
masters, make them a
Yeah.
target master. Get it correct.
Yeah.
So, but
Yeah. I got
that would be my money shot. Would be the rebirth line. I think that would be good.
Okay, that'd be good. Yeah, the time. Now I had to admit, Titan Returns was probably the best one out of that trilogy from like uh,
Mhm.
what was the first one? The Combiner Wars. Eh,
Yep.
Titan Returns was okay, but like you said, headmasters, everybody was not a headmaster. And then you had um, Power of the Primes, or I call them Powder Primes, and that was just a terrible. That was a terrible line. That
Right.
last one was just terrible. I didn't like the combining the Prime with the Orion packs in there. It just looked all goofy and everything. So
Yeah, wasn't a fan of it either. That's why I
yeah,
missed out on it. I was like, nah, I don't need that.
yeah, and a lot of people like it. A lot of people, that's their, which is really wild. Some of that's, I don't know. That was a lot of people's G1 now, I guess, maybe. I mean, they'd be like, when did that come out? 2010 something, 15
Something
or
like
something,
that. Yeah.
somewhere around that area. But that's, that could be
Yeah.
somebody G1. That's like, Jeebus. Ugh, that's
Yeah, that's like
gross.
Fat Rob's era. So, for me, I was just the admirer when all that stuff was going on. But yeah, in the Japanese series, for me, it just, I just couldn't relate to it. Just it was so
Yeah.
different. Seeing Six Shot, with a wine glass of Energon with his legs crossed, just
Well, they're doing. I mean, I think they're going with the Japanese. They're doing, with the, with some of the Hasbro. The what they doing? The what they do it once a year. Oh, what are they called? They
which
did
ones?
Desaurus already, and they did,
Oh yeah, the HasLabs. Yeah.
HasLab stuff. So
Yeah.
they're doing those for HasLab. I mean, I know they're doing the Omega Prime next year.
Yeah.
Do you back in this? Have you backed in? I got the Desaurus and the oh,
I did Star Saber, and
Star Saber.
I regretted the minute he showed up, and
Really?
I sold him real quick.
Wow.
I
Okay.
have no relationship to the characters. I just couldn't get down with some of the
Okay.
Japanese
Well,
stuff.
that's
It's just not
understandable.
for me.
Now, what did you? Now, did you didn't like the bot, or you just didn't? You just have any ties to it?
It's just the relationship. For me, I think once I complete season 1 through season, I guess 3.5, 4, or whatever you want to call it,
Yeah.
I'm pretty much done after that.
Okay.
There's no more for me. I'll probably switch to another line because I have other cartoons that I'm still collecting. Your Silverhawks, Voltron,
Okay.
Mask, stuff
Okay.
like that. So,
Well, that was one of my other questions too. But anyway, that's fine. Well, let me
my
ask that.
bad.
So, yeah. Well, no. That what are the other lines that you collect? Is it just Silverhawks and all that stuff? What are
Well, I would say my top 5. Definitely
Okay.
Voltron.
Okay.
I'm a big Visionary fan. Whenever I can find the
wow.
episodes, I'll watch those.
Okay.
Like I said, Mask was right up there. Bionic 6, that stuff. I'm waiting for them to complete my childhood. But Transformers, outside of that, I'm just not really a big fan of most of the stuff. Like Beast Wars, I know people love that stuff, but that's just not for me. I grew up on the G1. I love my animation eras, and I even love the episodes that probably didn't make sense. Yeah, so I keep those in rotations. That's just my stuff. And for those who want to ask, the vehicle Voltron is my favorite.
Oh, really? Okay. I think there's certain lines like you have to have one, which I do have one. I have a Voltron, the Soul of Jojokin one.
I have that one too.
It's a beautiful figure. I think you have to have one, like, I only collect, mainly Transformers and Patu toys, but I think you have to have one of stuff like, Voltron, like a set of turtles. I was doing the G.I. Joe Classified, but I got out of that and I sold all that stuff.
Same here.
It just wasn't, speaking to my, my soul like Transformers does. Mask, I love Mask. I would definitely love for, somebody to come in and do. I know, man, I'm just going blank, man.
We got Ramen Toys version.
Yeah, Ramen Toys. Yeah, I got Thunderhawk. I got 2 Thunderhawks. They just released their Shark. Was it the?
Yeah, Gloria Baker's car. I'm trying to justify that price. Just $200 for that.
Yeah, I got the 2. I didn't get the original Thunderhawk. I got the 2 clear versions because I love clear Transformers. So I got 2 of those. I got the red and the purple one.
Nice.
And then the Shark, I was like, it looks really good. My boy Kato, I don't know if he's in here anymore, but he was in it. He reviewed it, and it looks. I'm thinking if I don't have Kato. Have you? Yeah, I think he reviewed it. I know he reviewed a sample. Like he got to look at an early sample of one. I don't know. I think he reviewed the one too as well, and it looks really good. I mean, I really like it, but I just like, man, I don't know if I want it or not. I want somebody to do mainline stuff. I either want them.
Well, they're doing a mainline, so there's a movie coming out. If you're familiar with Gary Gray, he directed the first Friday movie and some other movies.
Really?
Yeah, so they're in production. I don't know if they've done casting, but we are getting a toy line for Mask.
Oh, really?
So that's why I'm kind of on the fence of jumping on Ramen Toys. I love Ramen Toys and what they're doing.
Yeah.
It's just the price is super high. I can't justify $200 for Gloria Baker. Maybe if it was Brad Turner, the motorcycle, I'm all in because that's one of the coolest figures out the whole damn line.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Man,
Yeah.
I didn't think about that. Yeah, that'd be awesome. I would mind if they like when Toys R Us went back and did the the G1 Transformers,
Mhm.
kind of reissue them. I would love for them to go do a reissues of Mass Toys from everything. Go and do that.
I think they will. I think it's, people are on their high horse, and we don't know what Hasbro's going to do since they pulled the plug on doing movies. So if they even want to open
Yeah,
that door for, other toy lines, they need to see if the money is there. And I
yeah.
think they should stop doing, what they think we want to hear and just give us what we want.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So,
Okay. Awesome. All right, man. All right. Next, let's see. Next one will be so he already has to collect other lines, so that's pretty cool. So okay, so let's see. Where do you see Transformers in 5 years?
ooh, uh, well, oof, that's a tough one. Um, For me, I think they're gonna finally bow down to G1 fans and realize we are the law. I think somebody's gonna come in there where they get some top exec who was actually a fan and wants to like just put a pile of money into this and finally do it again. I think they're gonna reboot the whole line, start from season one, and give us adequate toys with the same Studio 86 material. I think
Okay.
either that or they're going to try to see what the gaming world is like and see if they can give us an open platform
Mm,
and bank
yeah.
off of those. Maybe pick up some more Transformer toys and see if they can make money that way to I guess fund the rest of the Transformer line by using
Mhm.
DLCs and giving us characters that we're going to have to pay an arm and a leg for a video game. So
Yeah.
yeah, but I think they'll still be running strong. I think they're still going to take care of the kids. I don't know if Bumblebee will still be the fleet leader. They may pick another Transformer to kind of put out there, maybe Sunstreaker or somebody who was kind
Yeah.
of out there. But I think eventually they're going to have to uh, take care of the fans because we are getting older. So you might as
Yeah.
well treat us right before we retire off of this stuff. So we only got so many years left.
Yeah, and I think we're really holding up what Transformers is right now because I mean I just don't see when I go Walmart and Target and
Mhm.
stuff I don't see a lot of kids in the toy aisles like it used to be want toys they just don't want that kind of stuff and everything and collectors are G1 older collectors who have the money are the ones pushing
Right.
for this and everything so
Right, but there's no originality anymore for new toys. Remember when we were coming up, it was an experience when you went to KB toy stores
oh
or
yeah
even Macy's back then or Emporium and all those other
yeah
stores.
hmm
There was nice displays and it was just fun to look at. Even if you were window shopping, it was an experience. You had Nintendo
yeah
over there, you got Sega Genesis over here, and all this other
yeah
cool stuff. Even the girls' lines were cool. Your Polly Pockets,
yeah
Jim, She-Ra, and all that stuff. Everything was popping. You had options. And now it's
yeah.
just one row of toys with missing
That's what I was gonna
heads.
say. Yeah, I mean, I remember. Yeah, it used to be like rows and
Mhm.
aisles and aisles of toys. Now you get
Yeah,
three. I think maybe three. You got Hot
yeah,
Wheels and some other stuff, and you got the action figure stuff, and then you got Legos,
yeah.
and then that's about it.
Let me
Usually,
add one more thing to that.
okay.
I think what else could save Transformers? I think if you turn the keys over to Bob Budiansky and Simon
Oh,
Furman,
okay.
um, these guys are sitting on tons of stories. Let
hmm
them create something that they know we want, put it out there. Now, the comic books are great. Skybound's doing great. IDW was great. The
Yeah,
stories are there. Now, put it to ink, put it on like HBO Max. I got me some too.
yeah.
Um,
Latest issue.
and make that happen. Give us something a little R-rated, something fun. Maybe like a lines of Game of Thrones where we got all these cities on Cybertron and they're all battling for,
Yeah,
supremacy or something like that. It could be done.
yeah.
But
Well,
they're on the right path with the 13 primes. I hope they give us a show for that.
I hope so too. I mean, and Lance asked a good question. That's what actually one of my questions is: would you like a new set of characters? Like get away from Prime, Megatron, Starscream, Soundwave, Bumblebee, all this. Would you be on board with a new just a whole new set of characters and do something like that? Like more Transformer uh, geared towards that.
Well, you can do it. I mean, yes, I would love to see it, but we already got a premise with the 13 primes. We know nothing about them, but other than what we see in the comics. Now, if you can
Yeah,
make a
that's
nice,
true.
solid cartoon of just old history, Even Cup's old war stories, you can introduce a whole
Oh yeah.
line of new Transformers
That'd
around
be
him
awesome.
just sitting down, kind of like Masterpiece Theater, where he's talking like to baby Dinobots, and he
Yeah.
opens his book and he tells one of his old war stories. You can introduce so many characters there. So
Mhm.
there's a lot of lore. Even we can do different Earths. I mean, make
Oh
Blur
yeah.
a time traveler. One show that I thought of, and I wrote an episode with ChatGPT where I had Jetfire and Starscream play the characters from Quantum Leap, and it had
Oh really?
Starscream bouncing around to different Autobots and Decepticons, recorrecting their wrongs and rights to fix
Yeah.
Transformer history. And Jetfire was, his Gideon in
Mhm.
helping him, give him advice to fix stuff.
That would be pretty cool. I wouldn't mind that. Yeah, with the new character and everything. But you know what? I don't see them doing another. I don't think that the Netflix series did that well. And
It
I
was
just
dry.
Oh, it was. No, it was terrible. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't want to say terrible, but it was not good. I mean, when your Transformers are running and not
Mhm.
transforming, I'm just like, why are y'all running? Y'all transform. And
Right.
there's a lot of issues with it. I mean, with that, and it was rushed. When you're only giving us like what was it, 8 episodes, I think, for a season or something, or for each
Right.
season. That's just not enough time. You're just pushing stuff out there. So it wasn't well done and everything. I think like I said, it was forced and rushed and everything. There's a lot of issues. They didn't put the money into it, and it's just
Right.
like you got to put the money into it. And Transformers been around for 40 years for a reason. I mean, it's
Right.
just y'all got to put money into it and want it to do right, and they didn't do it right and everything.
And stop disrespecting Peter Cullen and Frank
Mm.
Welker. These, if they don't want to do the roles, fine, but they should be at least talked to instead of having other
Yeah,
voice actors. And while we still got these gems, let's use them
yeah,
if they're willing to do it. Same thing that
exactly.
goes with the writers or who are still around.
Hmm.
Let them design what they want to design, and just give them the keys and just get out of their way.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I mean, I would love, it would have been cool. I like Transformers one, and then when they announced that they're not going to do any more movies or something like that, I was like, man, come on now, we have to have a trilogy for this. This was it was the marketing that really failed.
Mhm.
It opened up in the U.S. one week, and then
Amen.
it didn't open
Yep.
overseas for like another month and stuff. It's
Yep.
like, who does that? I mean, really, I mean, what movie does that? I mean, or
Right.
what series does that? When you should have opened it up for everybody, and I think it would have done better in marketing. I mean, like I said, a lot of people were turned off from the first trailer, which I thought
Mhm.
it was okay, but it just didn't mesh well with
Right.
everything. So I don't know.
So here's a funny thing. So when I went to go see, and I took a picture, Manu and Alpha can testify to this. I took a picture, and I was in the theater by myself at 5 o'clock. I
Yeah.
watched that whole movie by myself. I felt like I rented out the whole theater so I can watch it in peace. It
You
was
probably did.
crazy.
You probably did. You did.
I
Come
wish
on
I
now.
did.
Money bags, money bags. No, yeah, I think when the first time I watched it twice. The first time
Mhm.
me and my wife watched it, there was probably 20 people in there. The second time there was a little more. I mean, there was a little more and everything, but yeah, I was sad. I mean, I've been
Yeah.
going to movies. Like we went and watched
Mhm.
Gladiator 2 this weekend, and there wasn't a whole lot of people. Last week we went and watched some other movie. It's just nobody's going to the movies anymore. I mean, I
No.
remember, man, before COVID and everything, all the movies were packed. Every Friday and
Right.
Saturday it was packed. Now it's the last movie we went to was that was really full was Deadpool and Wolverine. That was
Yeah.
sold out. The rest, I mean, you can choose your seats anytime now, and it sucks, man.
Well, I mean, if you're spending $100 before you even sit
Yeah.
down,
No,
you
that's true.
know,
No, that's understandable. Yeah, you're spending. Yeah.
for cafeteria food, it's
And
and
I mean, a family of four. I'm like, this is just me and my wife, and we're spending 50, $60 if you want to get drinks and something, popcorn and everything. But a family of four, that's at least 120, at least for
well,
that
it's I got
almost.
me and my wife have 4 children, so
Oh, so
yeah,
oh my gosh, yeah,
yeah,
you're about 150 at least.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. You got to take a student loan out to go to the damn movies now. It's just
They gotta take you
insane.
alone. You gotta take you
It's
alone. Like,
crazy.
yeah.
I was like, "You sure you guys hungry?" It's just like
Like, no, everybody eat before we go.
for
Y'all know
real,
y'all getting one damn thing. Y'all better eat
Yeah.
some. We'll sneak some candy in or something like that.
And now they're
But,
trying to bribe us with these new buckets. Everybody's getting a new collector's
yeah,
edition bucket, and all this stuff. Now, I admit some of them are pretty cool, but for $70, nah.
No, not for like, especially a new drink cup or something like that. And I'm like, no, I'm good, man. I got cups at home, man, from Walmart. I'm good, man.
Right.
But anyways, all right. So, well, here's my last question, and then we'll hopefully we'll answer some more. So what do you want to accomplish with your channel? Like where do you see your channel in 5 years? What would you like to see? Would you like to expand and everything? And everything like that.
The goal of my channel is to have a good time with it. Have people on who are doing the same thing like me, and people who are a fan of all of us, and new fans, and just meet the people. I'm going to start going to hopefully 2 TF cons a year. Just to meet and greet, get to know everybody from our stores, like your Chosen Primes and all those guys, and just build a brand, that's for fun, and obviously if some money comes from it, great. But, the goal is just to, have a good time, have good conversations talking about things that we love, and just meet good people. That I don't really do this for anything else. Me and the Marauders, we have a good thing going on. We have great conversation, and hopefully we can pick it back up with the committee whenever everybody has time. Alpha, that was a shot at him, but it was it's just he knows I love him. It's just for fun. I don't really expect anything big out of this. I'm not looking to gain like super notoriety. It's just to meet good people and have fun with it.
Nice, awesome. Well, let me ask this. I mean, it's too personal. What does your wife and your kids think of your collecting? Do they support it? They're just like my wife is like, yeah, it's okay, but.
No, they love it. I think it's a win-win. My kids come in here, it looks like a museum to them, and they just want to, see the toys. They ask me questions about it, and
nice.
I would say my son Cam, he's probably the most like me when it comes to Transformers. So I'll buy him toys from time to time. He'll ask me questions about what's my favorite and all of that stuff, and can he have this one? And so, being a former toy store owner and now a toy store owner again, they reap the benefits of it. So if I have extras or it's not selling, I'll just go ahead and give it to them. And then they'll come down there one by one. Hey, if he got a toy, why can't I get one? So that gets expensive, but they love it. And my wife has gone on countless runs for me. She found 2 of the Voltron lions for me when I couldn't find them. Awesome. So she definitely supports, but then she has her things with the Stanley Cups and Starbucks Cups. So
well, I mean, everything. My wife is going to look for me too as well and everything. She's gone to a couple of conventions with me. Are you going to the TF Con in LA? Are you going to that one?
Yeah, I bought my ticket for that, so I'll be out there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm trying. Me and the missus are going to try, but I'm gonna say 80% chance you'll see us at Chicago too.
Okay, good. Oh, that's awesome. I think, actually, and that surprised me. My wife actually wanted to go because, she goes to we went to Orlando last year because to make a trip out of it. We went to Disney and everything, so we made a trip out of it. She didn't go to Baltimore with me because she didn't want to go to Baltimore, and but she said, she's like, I asked her if she wanted to go to Chicago, and I didn't think she wanted to, so I didn't think I was going to go, but she's like, yeah, I want to go. There's a lot of museums and stuff up there, anything that she can go watch, and while I'm doing my thing, and she does hers, so I would love to try to make the LA one. But Alex, I think I told you we're going to San Diego in February, so it's going to be kind of hard to go San Diego in February, then come back in March. So may not make that, but I think we may try to go to Chicago next year and everything.
That'd be dope, man. Be great to see you. And Mr. Park, if you see me, I'm the 6'5" dude out there with the Transformers shirt. So you can't miss me.
Awesome. You'll say he's tall too. Lance Park is really tall too as well. So y'all should, but it'd be cool to hang out and everything. So does anybody else have any other questions or anything? I think I don't know if anybody asking questions up above. I'm sorry if I missed them, but if y'all have any questions for him or for me or anything like that, but mainly for them.
There was a really good one I wanted to say about the. Somebody asked about the Metroplex, that 4-foot one. I don't. Metroplex. I hope it's a home run.
Let's see.
What is your thoughts on that? Roy Whitehead, 708.
The Lewis. We're talking about Lewis. The Lewis one, the 4-foot one. Is that the one we're talking about? Or that?
Was there another one? Oh, okay.
I think that's the one that Lewis. I've been doing updates. They've been putting out updates the last 2 weeks now and everything.
So what is that there? They're sending off the crotch? Is that what that picture was? I seen it on your video.
I have no idea. Once they showed one like assembly, like they're assembling it, assembly line or something like that. They've been just basically been just showing parts of him, basically on stacks of parts and everything. I think I don't know if they put out a price. I've heard the rumor that it's going to be around $1,800. I think I think
Yeah,
there's a pre-order up for it on Show Z or something. I don't know, man. My wife would kill me. She's
right.
back there. She's in the back. Um, man, I don't know, man. I would love to scare the crap out of her with it, like put it in the shower or something when she's fixing to take a shower. That would be awesome. But I don't know, man. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a lot of money, man. Are you?
Eight.
Do you
I
gonna get it?
I was going to, but then I've been sitting on that Metroplex behind me for 3 years.
Okay.
That's interesting.
The
Uh, yeah, and I finally opened it, and I had a lot of the pieces to go with it, as far as the headmasters and some of the season
mhm,
3 characters. I didn't have them all, so I was like, you know what?
yeah.
I'm just gonna keep that one. $1,800 because I thought it was going to be around $500-600 until I found out this thing weighs
Oh,
88 pounds.
yeah.
So
How are they gonna ship that? I mean, I mean, they have to. Like Fan Toys, did Omega. They did it in two pieces.
mhm.
They'd have to ship it off in two pieces. I mean, at
Fan Toys was in
least
two pieces.
the Fan Toys Omega was. Yeah,
Oh,
they
I didn't
shipped
know
it.
that.
It
Wow.
was two pieces, and I think if they ever, finish the Fort Max they showed off about 5 years ago, I mean,
Yeah.
they'd have to ship that off in two pieces, like a top half and like they did Omega, bottom half and top half. There's
Mhm.
no way. I mean, 88 pounds, man. The shipping would be, just terrible. I mean,
For,
so they'd have to.
to make it
Yeah.
easier on myself, I'm probably just gonna wait for Big Bad to get it
Mm,
all in one
okay.
whole piece. Because you're better off just buying it from there because it'll be a faster ship.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you have to wait for customs and all of this stuff for 3 pieces.
Oh
It'll
yeah.
take you forever to put them together.
Hmm.
So yeah, you might as well just wait for them to come stateside and just pay that extra $200 or whatever they're going to charge for it.
Man, I don't know, man. That's a
Uh,
lot of. I mean, that's a lot of money for one time. I was
yeah,
just like,
you're
man,
probably looking at about 2,300 from some of the U.S. stores.
yeah,
23,
at least,
2,400 somewhere around there for this
at
thing.
least.
And you're gonna need a crane and two other people to help you build this damn thing.
It's almost tall as me. I'm only like 5'4", so I'm a short guy. So this thing
Wow.
comes up to it's going to come up to my chest and everything.
Right.
And
You can
that's how
carpool
tall.
with this thing. It's
I
just
know.
it's nuts.
It's like it's the size of a what's 4 foot? That's what a child, like a 10-year-old, maybe.
Yeah.
No, not even a 10,
No,
like a
3,
15-year-old.
4, yeah, somewhere around there. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's
something
that's
like that.
tall.
I don't know, but I don't know. Yeah, Lance asked you, do you know what astrobots are? Have you messed around with astrobots?
Astrobots. That sounds familiar. What are they?
They're they're action figures. They're not transformers or anything like that. They really they have a lot of great articulation and stuff and everything. I don't
Are
know.
they they're like
I could tell
blockies?
you. No, not like blockies. They don't you don't put them together. I don't think so. The ones I've messed around with. He's a big Astrobot fan. If you just Google Astrobot, you'll see them. They're kind of weird alien kind of robot things, and they really nice. They have great articulation. You can pose them real well. Yes, it can wear a seatbelt. I'm sure that Metroplex can wear a seatbelt, but I don't know if I want to get that. I don't know. It'd be great for like legend scale stuff, man.
Oh, these are cool. These
Yeah, there's a lot of
Astrobots.
them. Yeah, there's a lot of them and everything. So he's big into the Astrobot stuff and everything. But that's why
Nah,
it's
but
asked.
I'm definitely gonna do some research on. Is there a cartoon on this stuff or?
No cartoons or anything like that. I think Lance, did they come with comics? I think there might be a comic with them. Maybe I think so. Yeah, he says they're great despots. Like I said, they're fun to mess around with. Like I said, they don't transform anything. They're just like alien robots and stuff, and you can pose them. Do some great poses with them
No,
also.
this would be a sick multiplayer game if you could design your own
So there is
Astrobot.
a
Yeah.
comic. There is a comic. I thought there
Okay.
was a comic. Actually by Simon Furman. Yeah, he said Simon Furman did them. So
Oh, Furman's
pretty
in
cool.
on it. I'm definitely worth checking out. So,
Yeah, they're pretty
Lance,
cool.
get back to me on that.
I think they're originally priced too as well. I got he let me look at one of the first ones. I reviewed one like years ago, like at least 4 or 5 years ago or something like that. They're fun. I just didn't get into them, but anything. So
Yeah, there's like a whole bunch of robots as Iron Man's dressed in Hulkbuster suits.
yeah, yeah, and that's Alpha. That's a good point. It's a four. Where are you going to put it? Where are you going to put a 4 foot transformer? I mean, that's. I mean, try to put in a default. I mean, I know somebody, Robert D. I could see somebody trying to put that in a DTOF and just it'd be look goofy. But I mean, it's just where would you? I mean, yeah, where would you put
Well,
it?
I mean, robot mode, you're probably fine, but it's probably going to have some type of a stand with it because of the weight. It's going to be like Unicron. I don't know if you have Unicron. I mean, yeah, you
Yeah,
can balance him, but
mhm,
without that stand in his tank, I mean, it's a problem.
yeah. And then if you transform it, oh, that's going to take up even more space. I mean, in
Yeah.
base mode, I mean, you got legs just spread out and
Yeah.
everything.
He will never see base mode. Never.
Yeah, I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know for sure, but I right now, yeah, no, it would be a centerpiece. I mean, it's something you would walk into, and somebody walk into your collection and be like,
Mm,
"Wow, what in the hell is that?" Like,
yeah.
well, that's my 4 foot, Metroplex, and everything. So, you know,
Can I ask
um,
you something before we
yeah,
ask another question? I
yeah,
was
go
just
ahead.
curious. So far for legend scales, what is the legend scale figure of 2024? What's who
God,
gets who gets
dang,
the who
man.
gets the trophy?
I don't know, man. I need to. You got me now. You put me on the spot. I haven't even started off my top,
Hmm.
10, whatever. I'd have to go back and look. So as far as legend scale this year,
Or MP? Let's open up. Let's open up a little bit.
MP, even I can't even think of the MP yet. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look.
I'm gonna give it to Brawl from Magic Square. I think that's the leader for me this year.
Really?
Yeah.
Uh, that's a good question, man. I had to go back and look because I look at a lot of legend scale figures. I like one of my favorites was Mechanical Skull Studios. Their Armada Starscream
Hmm.
for legend scale. That was a real good one. I think he probably will be in my top 10. I think I've done some recent ones, and I said they would be in my top 10, but now I can't remember who I did the who
Oh,
I
my
said it was.
apologies.
No, it's okay. No, that's a good question. Yeah, I just haven't. And usually I start around this time to do my top 10, or top 10 best or worst, whatever. Oh, you got them. Oh man, I cannot wait. Mine just shipped. I know you got yours from Bombi. You get yours from
Bounce Busby. Yeah.
Bombi. How is he?
Yeah. He is wonderful. If you have the Mod Fans Bliss, it's almost the same feel.
Which one's that?
That's the headmaster, the Cerebro.
Oh,
Um,
Cerebros.
yeah, the
From
head from
Okay.
Mod Fans.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh yeah, my fan. Okay.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
it's the same material like that?
Yeah, just about. And it feels like a magic, I
Okay.
mean, a Magic Square toy. The plastic and all of that stuff, he is put together really well. This thing will never break.
Okay, so is it the gummy like Magic Square?
I would say that new plastic that they're using.
The new plastic. Okay. And
Yeah.
so are the tolerances pretty good on that?
Yep.
Okay, good.
You can do the splits. I mean, you can put him in any type of pose you want. I mean, his balance is awesome.
Oh, that's good. I'm really
Yeah.
looking forward. Mine just
Yeah.
shipped last week, I think, from Show Z. So I probably won't get him until probably next week, maybe at the earliest, because
I think I'm
Thanksgiving.
the first one to get him. I don't know
You
anybody
should
who
put it
has
out,
them.
man. No, I don't. Yeah, I go through. I've only bought one thing from Bombs or whatever. I usually buy all my stuff from Show Z and stuff and everything.
I don't know. I think because they just redid their whole, website and everything. I don't know what's going on over there, but I think they are about to blow up. Um, they even got
Really,
different figures out. For they already took $5 from me for Strafe for that set. But yet
really.
Show Z is doing Scattershot, Afterburner, and Nose Cone. I have a feeling we'll get Strafe before we get the other three.
I've seen they showed straight. I mean, I've seen a lot of pictures for new stuff or anything like that. So,
Yeah.
man, I can't. Man, I'm
Don't
excited.
sleep on Bounce Busby. I think they're about to be a force to be reckoned with.
Well, I mean, I get when I order stuff from when I review stuff for Show Z, I get points and stuff and everything. That's the reason why I go
Mhm.
through them most of the time and everything. So
Oh, I
I
do
kind of
too.
have a partnership with them, kind of. So
Yeah,
Oh, you do too? Okay,
I
cool.
do. Yeah.
So I do that. So that's usually the reason why. Usually Show Z, usually them and TF Safari usually get theirs around the same time. Terry's TF Club, I usually order from him too as well. He's a really good dude. He's really nice.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for it. I'm really excited for that. I'm really excited for the MP scale ones too.
Yeah.
And the for
Bingo
the
toys. Yeah.
yeah, I'm excited for
Yeah.
that because nobody's done Copytron. Um, they did one. Who did? Who was that?
Warbitron.
Warbitron did
Yeah.
one, but it was,
Yeah. For right
whatever.
now, this is the best Computron piece we got, and he is small as hell, but this is the best what we got.
Nice. I'm excited. I can't wait for it. I got. I don't have anything coming in really anytime
Oh,
soon.
I
What
don't
else have
know.
you gotten in this week? Just that?
That's just that. I got Magic Square's Shockwave coming. Obviously, Ultra
Okay.
Magnus is coming. And then
Okay.
Blot, they put up from Unique Toys as a solo figure. I know they were doing the whole box set for Unique Toys, but they're releasing him for
Yeah.
$60. So yeah, if you want to
Okay.
get in on the Terracons, you can get the Unique Toys one.
Oh,
He's up
well, I
for
have the
sale.
Unique Toys ones already. Are you talking about the Unique Toys or the KFC
Yeah,
ones?
Unique Toys.
Okay, yeah, I have the
Yeah.
Unique Toys one and everything.
Yeah,
So,
so I don't
um,
have any, so I'm just gonna get them to go
yeah.
with my Jim Bao Predacons, who is
What'd you say
awful.
before? Who'd you say before?
Ultra Magnus.
Ultraman. Oh, from Fans Toys.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I'm waiting for Chosen Prime to get theirs in, and I'll go. I don't know if I need. I keep saying, do I need? I mean, the Ultra Magnus from Takara is fine. It does its job. But it's fans toys also, and it's just like.
It's another reason why I'm also doing this, because I want to see what he looks like outside that armor, because that's going to be a good indication of what our Optimus Prime is going to look like. It's going to look like. So if that seals it for you, definitely get that Optimus Prime, or I'm just going to stick with Magic Square.
Man, there's so many primes. I've talked about that earlier in one of my discussion things. Like, it's just like, how many primes do we need? It's like, I understand why it sells. It's Optimus Prime. Him, Megatron's always going to sell. Starscream, Soundwave, they're all going to sell. But it's just like, every time I do my news segments, I have at least two. I talk about at least 3 or 4 primes at least.
That's why when we do news, we don't even bother with it. If it's just something that we just don't need to talk about, I was like, I mean, yeah, it's news, but who cares? I mean, yeah, like you said, they're flooding the market, but you're going to have to centerpiece your new collection or new series around the Optimus Prime. So when you're building these out, it's probably going to have a Prime. So that's probably why they're doing it. So.
Well, I do it mainly because I to be honest, I didn't think I was going to really, because I used to, I'd only do the news, what's new in Transformers, like once a week.
Yep.
And then I didn't think I was going to have enough news to do, so I split it up into 2. I do it on Tuesday and Fridays. Yep. I really didn't think I was going to have news, but I've not, I always have at least 20 minutes of news segments talking everything. It is, I do rehash a bunch of stuff, but I always get new picks and everything. But I do rehash, the same character a lot of times. But like I said, I talk about Prime at least 4 times, either masterpiece scale or a legend scale, or the or main chug line or everything like that.
Right.
So it is what it is. But like I said, I'm always afraid I'm going to run out of news to talk about stuff, or topics to talk about. But so far I haven't. So it's been pretty good.
Well, I check all the big sites every morning when I'm on my way to work. So I look at like the stock exchange in the morning. So just to see what's going on.
Are you talking about the New Age one? So if you are talking about, I think that's the one you're talking about. Yes, I'm definitely in for that. I'm in for the Toon version and the toy version they put out so far, and I'm sure the New Age does recolors, so I'm sure they'll do. Have you seen the new the Chug Megatron? I'm sure you have with the New Age.
Yeah, I have seen that one. I don't know if I'm going to be in on it. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm trying to do with Legend Scales, because a lot of the mainline figures that I have, they represent a good Legend Scale to me.
Okay.
Maybe, but I do need a Legend Scale Megatron, so I may change my mind.
Well, he's not Legend Scale. He's Chug Scale.
I mean, excuse me.
So yeah, he was supposed to. A lot of people were upset because they thought he was going to go with the 86 Studio Series one, but he actually goes with the Earthrise, smaller one. But I think the reason why I'm not for sure, but I think that they did this Megatron not knowing that they were going to release a Studio Series 86 Prime. So I think they're going to make their own Prime to scale with this Megatron down the line.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me if Magic Square ends up doing that.
True, that's true. Yeah,
I wouldn't see them doing it.
But I don't think. To be honest, I don't really think New Age and Magic Square are in competition, because it's first of all, it's a totally different scale as far as Legends, and they usually don't put out. They don't do what Fans Toys does with X Transbots. When X Transbots puts out like a render. Oh, Fans Toys like, oh, look what I found this too. We're releasing it too.
Right.
They're not petty like that. So I don't see them ever. The only thing I saw them maybe close to it, what right now they're doing the Dinobots. Right. So that's kind of, but like I said, it's different scale. I mean, New Age is usually smaller. They did the Jetfire, the Stunticons. Whenever when Magic Square was releasing their Stunticons, New Age was supposed to release theirs, but they haven't heard anything from them for about that for like 2 years, I think. So I don't know if they're going to do theirs or not, but I don't think they're really in competition with each other. I don't know, a little bit maybe, but yeah, it is.
It's possible.
Yeah, but all right. Well, man, like I said, I call this around 30, and it usually is at 30 minutes because we just start, talking about good stuff and everything. But man, plug your stuff, man. Tell them where they can buy. Like I said, I put everything in the description. Definitely go check it out. But yeah, plug your stuff. Where you can be found, all that.
You can find me on TikTok under Prime Dynamixx. You can also find me on YouTube under Prime Dynamixx. We usually shoot a show, the Marauders and I, my brothers Manu Edwards and Alpha Pack. DJ. We've been doing this for a couple of weeks now. We retired our show from TF Committee, but we're in there. We are having good conversations. So if you feel you want to be on, It's an open platform. We would love to have you on and just talk toys. But those are the two main ones you can find me on. IG is also as Prime Dynamixx, but well, I should say 3: IG, TikTok, and YouTube under Prime Dynamixx. So please check us out. We would love to have you and hear from you.
Yeah, awesome. Well, then,
I'm sorry, one more. Lord Stryker, shout out to you, brother. That man's a walking Wikipedia when it comes to Transformers news and stuff, and he's always came in and added good value to our shows as well.
Awesome. Yeah, thank y'all so much. And yeah, everybody, thank y'all so much for stopping by. Like I said, I did put his YouTube, I did put his TikTok in there, but I did put his YouTube and his Instagram and everything. So I'm sure you can find that after all as well and all that stuff. But yeah, thank you so much, man. It was an honor to have you on, man. You're welcome anytime. Like I said, if you want to, if you want to do the football podcast, we talked about football for about 15 minutes, before we started and everything. So if you
don't threaten me with a good time, man. I'll be there for you. My apologies. I just wanted to make a knowledge of one of the other fans in the chat. Mr. Battle, appreciate you following and thank you. Feel free to reach out and leave comments, and we can love to have a conversation with you as well. So appreciate
hopefully we can get you some new subs and everything and all that stuff. But yeah, thank you so much for stopping by and everything. It was really fun. Like I said, I love to do this again, man. And I want to try to get some more people. I think I'm getting Lance on again. I've had him on in the past, but he got some new equipment, so we can finally do another one. And hopefully, if anybody wants to come on, just hit me up. You can get me. You can find me best really on IG, Instagram. If you slide in my DMs and everything, and we can go from there and all that stuff and everything. Kato subbed as well. He's a good dude, man. Kato.
Thank you, Kato. I think I'm following Kato already.
You should. He's a good dude. He's one of my best friends, man. I love him like a real cousin. I don't love him like a step cousin. I love him like a real cousin. He's a really good dude. I got to hang out with him at Baltimore and everything, and all these guys and Raziel and all that stuff. Yeah.
That's
so anyway,
awesome.
but yeah, everybody, thank y'all so much. As always, man, be good to yourself, man. Hail freaking Transformers, and good night, folks. And y'all take care. And I will see y'all later. And happy Thanksgiving if you celebrate it. I hope everybody has a safe one. I'll be doing some stuff for this week and everything, so I'll talk to y'all as soon as possible. Y'all take care. And end stream. And yes, I want to end stream.